Ahoy there, mateys! Gather round and lend me your ears. When you think of pirates, what comes to mind? Is it the thrill of the high seas, the clash of cutlasses, or the hunt for buried treasure? Perhaps it's the gruff beards, the mysterious eye patches, and the colorful parrots perched on their shoulders. Aye, those be the classic images, but let me tell you, there be more to these salty dogs than meets the eye. They were a complex lot, full of surprises. Pirates weren't just about plunder and swashbuckling. They had their own code, their own way of life, and a camaraderie that was unmatched. Behind those rough exteriors beat the hearts of true party animals. They knew how to celebrate their victories and drown their sorrows with equal fervor. These seafaring rogues knew how to work hard and play harder. Their days were filled with toil and danger, but their nights were filled with laughter and revelry. Forget your fancy balls and stuffy soirees. The pirates' gatherings were wild, unrestrained, and full of life. Pirate parties were the stuff of legends. They danced, sang, and drank to their heart's content, creating memories that would last a lifetime. So, hoist the colors and grab your tankards as we set sail on a journey to uncover the truth about pirates' love for a rip-roaring good time. Join us as we delve into the tales of their legendary feasts and unforgettable escapades on the high seas. Picture this, a moonlit night, the open sea, and a ship full of rowdy pirates. Music fills the air, not from some fancy orchestra, but from their own voices bellowing out sea shanties. These weren't just songs, they were tales of adventure, heartbreak, and the freedom they found on the open waves. And what's a party without a drop of grog? Rum flowed like water, fueling their merriment. They danced jigs, shared stories, and toasted to their victories and sometimes even their defeats. It was a celebration of life, a release from the hardships of their world. Now you might be thinking, but Johnny, pirates were fearsome fighters. They were known for their ruthless tactics and their ability to strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. Their reputation as formidable warriors was well earned, and they were certainly not to be underestimated. But when did they have time for all this fun? You see, life on the high seas wasn't just about plundering and fighting. Pirates knew how to balance their fierce battles with moments of joy and camaraderie. They understood the importance of keeping morale high and spirits lifted. Well, believe it or not, even in the midst of battle, they found ways to inject a bit of revelry. Amidst the chaos and the cannon fire, they would cheer and celebrate small victories, turning the tide of battle into a moment of triumph and joy. They used their flags and even their cannons to celebrate victories. These colorful flags weren't just for show, they were symbols of their unity and their defiance. Shooting cannons into the air was a way to announce their success and to keep the crew's spirits high. And when they weren't clashing swords, they were challenging each other to games of skill and chance. These games were more than just a way to pass the time. They were a crucial part of pirate culture, fostering bonds and rivalries alike. From dice to cards, they knew how to up the ante and make things interesting. Gambling was a favorite pastime, and it wasn't just about winning or losing money. It was about the thrill, the strategy, and the camaraderie that came with each roll of the dice or shuffle of the cards. Every day was a chance for a little friendly competition and a whole lot of laughter. These moments of levity were essential for maintaining the crew's morale and ensuring that, despite the hardships, life on the ship was more than just a series of battles. It was a community, a brotherhood, and a way of life that was as much about joy as it was about survival. Section 4. Legendary Party Animals. Pirates who knew how to celebrate. History remembers the likes of Blackbeard and Calico Jack, but even among these legends, some were known for their love of a good time. These pirates were not just fearsome on the battlefield, but also knew how to throw a party that would be remembered for ages. Bartholomew Roberts, for instance, was said to have a strict dress code for his crew, demanding they look their finest, especially during celebrations. His parties were legendary, with the crew donning their best attire, making sure they looked as sharp as their swords. Talk about a pirate with style. Roberts believed that looking good was part of the morale-boosting process. His crew took pride in their appearance, and it showed in their festive gatherings. These weren't just mindless revelers, though. They had a purpose behind their celebrations. The games, the toasts, and the laughter were all part of a larger strategy to keep the crew united and motivated. They understood the importance of camaraderie and blowing off steam. Celebrations were a way to bond, to share stories, and to build trust among the crew members. It was during these times that they forged the strong relationships that would see them through the toughest of times. After all, when you're facing danger on the high seas, a bit of fun keeps spirits high and strengthens the bonds between shipmates. The laughter and joy shared during these moments were as crucial as any battle plan, ensuring that the crew remained resilient and ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. Section 5. Ahoy, party people! Channeling your inner pirate. So, the next time you find yourselves at a dull gathering, remember the pirates, embrace your inner swashbuckler, crank up the sea shanties, and let loose. Life's too short for boring parties. Channel the spirit of those roguish seafarers, and I guarantee you'll have a swashbuckling good time. Remember, it's not about the treasure, mateys. It's about the fun along the way. Now go forth and party like a pirate.